Greetings, everyone. I am Michael, Metaphysician at Spirit Quest Academy. Let me do a crystal casting, and let's see what energies and helpful information streams through to us from the High Galactic Council. All right. Wonderful reading already. Look at this beautiful spread of crystals. There's huge energy lines flowing rapidly this way and right along here. And these are at an arc. This one crosses a bit higher in the matrix. This one here a bit lower. This is more immediate right now. So let me look right in here individually what's coming up. This is saying, actually asking, are you noticing more anger, more frustration, more emotional outbursts in your life? Now this can be personal, but also in your observation. I know in the right now where I live, the traffic is way down. There might only be 2 cars approaching the intersection, and yet one car is blasting the horn at the other car because they're turning too slow. Or in the grocery, people are getting more aggressive, cutting each other off with the carts. And this anger, this frustration is manifesting in ways that are reflecting the slowness of growth. It's like you're stuck in syrup, but you want to jump. But when you try to jump, the sticky syrup pulls back and pulls back on your feet and acts elastic. So again, this is both a personal and an observational thing. And things you're feeling in your life are reflecting because of this overall challenge in the collective. We're approaching a new moon on May 22nd, and this is a time of new beginnings going forward from there, and launches us into eclipse season of June, July. And we're in a massive preparation time for that season. But the Galactic Council says pull this back to an individual. Your aspect, what you might be feeling is this energy out and about, but you're also tuning in to what's going on inside of you. All right. And so the theme stone is right up against you with unconditional wisdom, and it's bringing in that ametrine energy of divine communication. Unconditional love is streaming in your own truth, and that's what you have to tune into. Tune out outside influences. You have yourself rather isolated here from the influence of anything other than higher unconditional wisdom. And the theme is bring that in. If you're listening to favorite news, reading certain articles, support a theme in your life, and it creates an inner frustration or rage or judgment. That theme is feeding you emotionally, and you need to snip it off. Cut off the cords. Obvious things. Packaged produced food. Mainstream media. Newspapers and print of all kinds. It's if it's not enlightening you and making you feel lighter and stronger as you move through these challenging times, cut it off. Be very versatile. Be very flexible. is what's coming in here in this unconditional wisdom. Versatile, flexible, because your own patterns are twisting and turning and tied up in a pretzel knot, and you have to release this stuff for yourself. You may feel it as a grip on your stomach and indigestion, or a grip on your heart and gasping for air, or even heart palpitations from time to time. And this is saying, turn within to clear these things in this challenging time. This is also saying here, it's backed up with Akasha. And that's coming in saying, your soul is with you always, all through, all day, all night, every step of the way. And that's part of your spiritual development. And at times the soul maybe disappears as you delved into old 3D or 4D patterns in exploring different adventures, we'll call them. And those adventures can be relationships and jobs, or being bad, being stubborn, being brilliant, being musical, being terrible. Try all this stuff on. Okay, and then the veil thins and your soul comes in again and says, time for a new act, a new play. Okay? And so that versatility comes in again, being patient and non-judgmental with yourself, as that soul energy comes through and supports you in these next very important steps in your spiritual development. Because these steps lead in through that eclipse season and in through the changes of your life that you need to dream up and manifest as you move forward, and as those things from the immediate future move towards you through your manifestation. Here, a lot of support comes in. This is spiraling around right into center in unconditional love, which is your goal and where you are moving here over the next weeks and months. And this is a very attractive, a very magnetic force. It's streaming to us from the high solar consciousness, the high cosmic consciousness. We know it's the right way and the only way, but on the way getting along there, we still have to judge or be negative of this or that because that isn't right, this isn't right. Yeah, until you can release those patterns and those old types of judgmental expectation. That's what's dissolving here, all in this segment, as you curve in to that unconditional love. So 5D energy is streaming in like the energy of the sun, giving you all the vitamin D and neutrinos and nutrients of all types that you need through your light body orifice of your chakras, your energy fields of your aura, as you are living on all the energy you need from the cosmos through our solar cosmic Christed sun. And as that comes in, this is feeding you with this encouragement. It's like you are ready to evolve. You are ready for greater expressions of your personal power. And where else better to consult with that? Unconditional love and wisdom and 5D energy streaming in to support you with your Akasha record coming in saying, remember, here's part of your contract to step up to and step into as your soul energy urges you forward at this time. Bright new chapters, bright, loving, new, balanced energies and opportunities. And as you release the old patterns and the old visions and what the propaganda world is telling you, you feel this, you grab onto it, you live in it, and you bring this into reality for yourself and for all of humanity that are ready to ascend. So here is coming in across from prosperity, and this very metaphysical in today's session. It's saying you must continually transform your soul into highest growth forms in this lifetime. That is why you chose to be here in this time of high chaos and change. There's nothing more conducive to new, fresh outcomes than chaos and change. So do not focus in the chaos and change. Focus in the opportunity of stepping up and out of there, doing your highest work, your highest performance. Bring your talents and gifts to serve humanity and to serve yourself. Clean up your own act. Clean out your own closets first before you can clean anybody else's closet or help them with that. So I know it's really challenging to go through this. It's a struggle. It's an incredible struggle. It's a new birth, a rebirth, but really a new birth. A new birth comes in, a new birth, very fresh, very new, very supported, unconditional light and 5D light. The 5D grid is up above shining, all of this allowing you to connect with many, many points of energy to move your life forward. So as you're moving through this grand cycle of revolutionary change, you have to know and just remember, you've been here before, and there's been many civilizations that have fallen in the past, over the past eons of this dear planet Earth. Many civilizations have come and set up various experiments in society and politics and medicine, and many of them have fallen through greed and corruption. And many of them have lived their time on this earth dimension and then have left for new life in new dimension and a new planet that supports that. This is the process we're going through now. It's very stabilizing in a whole new sense, stabilizing in a whole new sense of what's streaming into you. And this has a very interesting, it's a two-way road. The stabilization streams in as you release back out of it. And that's using your grounding through your physical vessel of your body, mind, spirit complex to release this energy that isn't working for you. And the galactics coming and saying part of this process is just automatic right now. Whether you're conscious of it or not, this is going on. The key is here. Bring in your consciousness, and you are looking at this process going on. See here? So you're observing your own spiritual growth, and almost like observing yourself waking up, or even processing this information in your sleeping states. Waking in the morning and realizing, man, I have been traveling all night. I'm exhausted. Yes. Here again, this comes in and says you're also observing a very supporting energy that's coming in on Earth right now. In these revolutionary times, there's a very supportive cosmic energy that you can tap into. And as you tap into this, you will feel this fresh breath, this breeze, and it carries with it hope and faith and elation. Jump onto that breeze. Bring more of it in. Do your Qigong, do your Tai Chi. Breathe this in these higher art forms using your physical form to stretch and retune your antenna of self to this higher, fresh, breeze-like energy of, the all-new. Here it is. I am on this. I need to stay with this and inhale this more and more. Akasha and the light are coming in very angular here. Boom, zip, right through theme. And it says we're all processing at many, many levels of our being simultaneously. And these changes are not showing up in the physical instantaneously. We kind of feel them budding or growing under our skin, so to speak, metaphorically. A tingling, a numb needles and pins, different sensations that say something is going on. Might even be some gurgling going on in your digestion process. And we are digesting this high cosmic energy that is a force right now in our lives, again streaming to us from Solaris. And this processing is taking all of our being. It's like eating a large meal and having to rest because your digestion is taking all the energy from your body. This is very similar, and it's a load of light codes encoding you, cellularly decoupling things from your body so that you can recouple with this new higher energy, the new DNA, the new RNA. So this is a very etheric, emotional, energetic, mental, so the body, mind, spirit complex is just completely affected and effected by this, as this integration energy comes in and rewrites so much of you. And it sometimes might feel like it's pushing you around and thus bringing in this anger, frustration. Hey, what's doing that? Well, it's you. It's your soul force. And it's saying, get over yourself. Get out of your own way. You are the problem in your life. Look for these new ways, and they are presenting all around you. And you can observe these patterns changing. So breathe in that high cosmic breeze and swoop in to that unconditional love. Without judgment. Do not judge yourself right now. This is when your returning soul energy is traveling with you, to you, through you, and any judgment you may feel is reflecting those old resistant energies that are dragging, hanging on to you like old cords that you felt were supportive. Let them go. Snip them off. You'll be free. You'll be very, very free. So what else changes with all of this? As you're upgrading and releasing so many of these old patterns in your life, this causes a huge look at what is no longer serving you. Are there some relationships, friends, work, co-workers, peer groups? Maybe they need to go. Maybe they're bringing you down. It's time to weed this out, because as your energy fluxes and steps up and steps up and steps up, you're not here to support old negative energy, people that are just hanging on to you for support. you got to cut free. They'll be all right. They're learning their lessons. You are not here to haul everybody along on your shoulders or in a wagon behind you and slow you down. You have got to accelerate right now into your own best, highest good. Again, do not judge yourself. You're returning and supported with your soul's energy. Your angels and your team are right there all around you, giving you support. So as you reflect on what in your life is no longer fitting, eventually you're going to have to look at your own habits. We already talked about that a bit. And foods you eat, the energy you are bringing in and ingesting is either bringing your body down or up. And this has nothing to do with animal products, vegetarian products. Everybody thinks they're God and Goddess because they found how a carrot eats. Well, good for you. People have different metabolisms. And over the 20 plus years of my metaphysical practice, I have seen and helped people of all sizes, and with all kinds of problems in their life, and their dietary concerns turn out to be very individual. And they may step through different programs, but we're individual. So if you found something that's working for you, great. Shout it out. Maybe someone else benefits. But if they don't, and you're condemning them, you might want to slow down on that program. Full speed halt. As this energy is streaming in over these next weeks and months, look at what you can shift in your mental perspective. This is taking you to what I call future visioning. And a lot of people have a trouble with future visioning. They look up in their mind, they look in the mirror, and they see a reflection of themselves and what they are and what they've done and what they feel guilty about and what they have accomplished. That's all a reflection of the past. Future visioning is what is happening right now, what needs to happen right now. And vision with the energy of the sun, the 5D that's coming in, your angels, your guides. Use only high sources of energy coming in, most specifically light, and various frequencies, streams, colors of light are what are encoding all of the lower dimensions right now. So change up that mental perspective when you're ready to change, and look at what you're ready to change in your life. And then practice just letting go of things. If that future visioning doesn't come in with some crystal clear vision, it'll still come in with a source of what you would like to do or try. And know that you have everything you need as long as you're working with going higher, using that cosmic support over these next weeks and months to keep raising your life, replacing those old worn out patterns that no longer serve you. And let go of them, be open and accepting, right here, open and accepting to the new. Even ask for what's new? What are my new wishes? Help me determine that. That can be a beautifully framed question to meditate on. And your higher guidance will step in with some really fun, interesting ideas for you to follow. Because that high cosmic support is always with you. So again, this is saying, know you have what you need to move forward with all of this energy really pushing right along you into the higher life elevations of your chapters as they unwind over the weeks and months to come. You came in with all the strength and power and support that your system needs. And sometimes through making right turns, wrong turns, that power fluctuates up and down a bit. Sometimes we have to backtrack. Oops, we got into the muddy bog and it almost pulled our boots off. Oh, let's pull out of there and change that up. Take the higher path, the higher ground. So you have enough to sustain you, and you have to believe and trust in that coming in as the 5D pours through health and unconditional love. All you need is right here, swirling in this rather teardrop pattern right here. And you can live in that drop, which is a quantum of all you need in this particular chapter of your soul contract moving through this lifetime. And that helps you develop the bigger picture perspective of what it is you want in life, what it is you'll create with your talents and skills of being you. What a beautiful use of this time to explore, gardening, cooking, survival on new levels, where old patterns were run around by fast food or by mac and cheese in a box and stuff. I mean, if that's how you want to live, good for you. But this reading is speaking to those that are ready to move beyond glue. Okay. So stream in that high cosmic energy. Unglue yourself from the past. And it's a process. Be patient with yourself and know you can sustain and move through this without crutches of lower dimensions. Blessings all. Love and light to you. See you in my next video. Good day.